You stand before something that seems to see you first. It glows, it breathes, it knows your shape before you move. In dreams, mirrors don't just reflect, they remember. They hold fragments of who you were and whispers of who you're becoming. But what happens when the reflection looks back and you realize it isn't copying you at all? Welcome back, my dear dream travelers. Tonight we enter the space between sight and memory, where what you see is never just what's there. Mirrors in dreams are not props, they are portals. They store emotions, fears, and pieces of you that have slipped through waking life. Some reflections comfort you, others confront you, but every one of them is trying to tell you something you've been too afraid to remember. Dream mirrors are never just objects, they're listeners. When you look into them, they don't show your face. They inhale it. Every fear you suppressed, every joy you forgot, floats inside that breath of glass. Freud believed dreams disguise our desires, but Jung went further. He said the unconscious keeps what the conscious abandons. The mirror in your dream doesn't reflect the now, it projects the before. And that's where it gets interesting, because what you see inside that quiet surface is not fantasy, it's recognition. You're not dreaming of another you. You're meeting the part of yourself that never stopped dreaming. The love you lost, the courage you buried. They're all there, alive, moving faintly behind the surface. The silent glass doesn't lie. It simply remembers more than you want it to. And when you dare to face it, you're not just recalling the past, you're retrieving the self you left behind. Light in dreams is never just brightness, it's revelation. It shines not to guide but to expose. What hides in shadow doesn't disappear. It waits for the courage of illumination. When a mirror appears here, it no longer copies you. It answers you with light. The glow beneath the surface is consciousness rising through the cracks of denial. Freud saw repression as darkness. Jung saw awareness as the slow birth of light. So when you stand before something that gleams in your dream, a wall, a pool, a window that seems to breathe, know that it's the mirror transformed. It no longer remembers who you were. It's showing who you might become, because awakening is not gentle. Light burns before it blesses. But every time it finds you, it reveals a piece you once lost to fear. And this time, it stays. Every mirror in dreams holds its breath before it breaks. That's when the truth rushes in. The frame shatters, not from violence, but from recognition. The self can't stay whole when it sees too much of its own depth. In the language of psychology, this is the split. The conscious mind meeting its reflection and realizing there are others, quieter selves, forgotten selves, shadow selves, all watching from behind the glass. When the mirror cracks in your dream, it isn't a warning, it's a confession. It means the boundaries between who you pretend to be and who you truly are beginning to dissolve. Each fragment still glows with your light. Each shard carries a memory. Collect them, and you begin to see the pattern of the true self. Not perfect, not smooth, but real. The dream's mirror doesn't break you. It frees you from the illusion of being one thing. When you dream of quiet rooms, you're never alone. The air itself remembers you. The walls hum with voices that sound almost familiar, because they are. They're echoes of everything you once were and still are, vibrating through the architecture of your mind. The mirror here no longer glows. It listens. Each whisper in your dream is a fragment of self calling from the past, a word you silenced, a feeling you forgot, a promise you left unfinished. The psyche never erases, it archives. Every laugh, every grief, every version of you is stored behind that reflective veil, waiting for acknowledgement. When you walk through the whispering room, you aren't haunted, you're remembered. The dream doesn't want you to fear your echoes, it wants you to answer them. When you finally meet your own gaze in a dream, something extraordinary happens. The mirror doesn't show you, it becomes you. Every image, every motion of light, every creature moving through that dream was never separate. You are both the watcher and the watched, the story and the storyteller. In psychology, this is where the shadow dissolves. The hidden parts of you no longer hide but merge. The unconscious lifts its veil, and for a moment, you exist in a state of wholeness so complete it feels divine. Dreams aren't just reflections, they're rehearsals for awakening. When you stop searching for meaning and start feeling its rhythm, the dream mirrors your soul perfectly, alive, luminous, infinite. And when you open your eyes, part of that brilliance remains. Because once you've seen yourself through the dream's remembering gaze, you never forget who you are again. When the mirror fades and the dream unravels, don't rush to forget it. It wasn't an illusion, it was a translation. Every light, every sound, every feeling spoke the language of your hidden self. Dreams don't end when you wake. They echo through your thoughts, guiding you toward what's real. And if you ever wonder who you truly are, look softly, not into a mirror, but into the stillness that remembers you. Because the dream never leaves you. It only changes shape. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep exploring the hidden meanings of your dreams.